You know, the Persians totally outdid all the other so-called barbarians when it came to sheer brutality in their punishments. And right now, we're going to talk about one of those delightful inventions, scaphism. Scaphism, also known as the boat punishment, was recorded by the Greek historian Plutarch as one of the most horrific execution methods of the ancient Persians. It wasn't some everyday penalty either, but reserved for the most extreme cases, for criminals who had committed the gravest offenses. First, the poor victim was laid inside a boat, and then another boat was placed on top, leaving only the head, arms, and legs sticking out. The body was pinned so tightly that movement was impossible. Next, he was force-fed an obscene amount of milk and honey until he was vomiting and suffering from diarrhea. Then, just for extra flavor, the mixture was smeared all over his face, arms, and legs before they left him out in the blazing sun. The boat was set adrift on a calm body of water. Naturally, the honey and the stench of his body waste attracted swarms of bees, flies, mosquitoes, and every bug imaginable. They would cover his exposed flesh, biting and stinging him relentlessly. One day passes. Think that's enough? Nope. The victim would be treated to yet another feast of milk and honey, then back to sunbathing and serving as an all-you-can-eat buffet for insects. But the real nightmare was happening inside the boat. The bloated stomach filled with milk and honey caused constant excretion of fluids and waste. That rotting mess soon bred countless worms and parasites. And so, the victim lay trapped in the boat, his flesh decaying in his own filth, being eaten alive from both outside and inside, until he finally succumbed to a slow and horrifying death. Plutarch recorded that the most famous case was that of Mithridates, a Persian soldier who had committed the crime of insulting the king. He was subjected to scaphism for 17 days, until he finally died in excruciating agony.